Welcome back to the crypt. We are going to do some spring planting and talk about some community stuff. Yes, I got this bubble tea and apparently Scorpios. Good luck or something, I'm not sure, but you're on here, so happy days for Scorpios, I guess. Hi, welcome. As you know, we're on the break from Mel for now, but stay at the end of the video. There's a little bit of a teaser about Mel coming up for next month. Till then, we're gonna have a wee bit of a chat while I try to do planting for the season. So let's talk about, we talked before about some like issues or controversies in the community, the writing community. I don't see anyone talking about how we can do better. They always mention the issues with Authortube, the issues with writers on YouTube, but nothing about how we can strive to be better as a community. So I want to talk about that today. So some of the issues that I see people talk about is that there's not enough writing going on. There's a lot of filming, a lot of talking, and not enough of the real writing. Whatever that means. I need more soil in this. Also, too much advice, or rather, not enough nuance in the advice is how I would phrase it. And the third one being not organized enough. I've seen some people even say that since we're writers, we should be able to create a story for each video. I'm not sure what people mean by that. So I want to talk about each of those, and this is going to be a proper discussion. As I always say on my channel, I have problems, not solutions. Not enough writing being done. Touché. There is a lack of writing sometimes on Authortube. There's more like discussion stuff. However, I think there's a reason for that. Just watching someone write all the time is pretty boring. And we actually do still have videos like that where they're writing videos. We have things like, I have a few ASMR writing videos on my channel. I think I have 2. They don't do super well, so I'm not sure why there's a cry out for them when they don't perform well. Unless people mean things like writing activities, I'm trying to do a series called Mel, which, as I say, if you want to know more about what's going on with Mel, stay to the end of this video. I'll have a little bit of info for you coming up next month. Mel is an editing process of rewriting. There's also live streams, which I have participated in a little bit, along with Haley Writes. I'll go ahead and link her channel down below in case you're curious. She actually does live stream writing far more frequently than I do. I wouldn't say they perform badly, per se. I have no idea what these flowers are. It's just wildflowers, whatever that means. They don't perform super well either, and in fact, I've seen some people say that they will completely avoid Authortubers who have too many live streams. What else are people looking for? I think some people might be looking for more information on what kinds of things we're writing, like us talking about our projects. I think a lot of us have been told by other people that we're boring when we talk about our projects and that people are bored or don't want to hear about it. And we've heard that so much growing up that we've like stopped talking about our projects. And the writers I know, we don't think you guys are going to steal our ideas. It's more along the lines of, we've been told so many times that people don't care. Do you like listening to authors talk in detail about what their books are like what they're actually going through in their novels? Is that something you actually care about? Second one is too much advice or like not nuanced advice. For that, like, I would say just avoid a lot of clickbaity like stuff. Like for me, I don't do, you guys have probably noticed, I don't do lists and things like that on my page because for obvious reasons, that's clickbaity, and I don't watch those videos personally. I find them really boring. Also, I've had people ask me in my comment section to make videos about certain rules, but like talk about the nuance of that stuff. So like, I do think there is a need for us to talk about nuances, and also for us to kind of have, not devil's advocate, because that tends to like encourage a bunch of alt-right bros online to be jerks. But I mean more along the lines of like having arguments against, like, how could you take this rule and turn it? How could you turn it on its head? How can we do that? And do it in a way that's engaging for the audience. Like, I think those discussions are worth having, and I think they can be interesting. But again, that's more discussion and less advice. Like, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm saying, like, this is generally what I try to avoid because it doesn't end up well unless I'm doing X, Y, and Z and trying to do something different. So maybe having more things like that, like discussions about subverting expectation, not being organized. This is a big stickler for me because you guys have probably definitely noticed. I've had numerous issues on my channel where you guys can probably tell that I didn't plan one video nearly as well as I planned a different video. I'm trying to be better about that. I do a lot more script writing than I used to. Creating like this really cohesive story, not only is it very time consuming to do something like that, and a lot of us simply don't have the time for that, but also you have to think about the fact that for a lot of people, there is no conclusion. You know what I mean? Like for example, this video, I don't have any hard things that I think we should be doing as a community, per se. I think there's some interesting ideas that people can try, but I don't think that like this is the solution for the community. Like I don't have that. I have problems, not solutions. We know this on my channel. I just want to talk about this stuff with the community. Like what could we try? But I have no firm solution. And that's true in real life as well. There's not always a conclusion at the end of your day of like, oh, this happened. Sometimes things don't get resolved. And by sometimes, I mean a lot of the time. A lot of times things don't get resolved, things don't get done, and that's normal. Failure is normal. Unable to complete this giant task you set for yourself is normal, especially because a lot of us are working at the same time and we're exhausted, and it's amazing what we are able to complete, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, there are no solutions, just problems, and that's kind of where this video is gonna end, without any solutions. Lots of questions. Like the question of why one of my plants is growing really, really well right now, and all the others died as soon as the other one started doing well. I think I have a vampire plant. I think it's second life force out of the other plants. I'm a little concerned with my babies going out. It'll be fine. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below your thoughts on a lot of these things. What are some ideas that we can be doing in the community to kind of fill a lot of the holes or concerns that are in it? Because these are constant concerns, and like, it's interesting because for me, a lot of the things that people seem to want are the videos that don't perform well. And I've talked before about how we have to put like our money where our mouth is and like share videos and like videos when they're the kind of things we're looking for. I think we're missing something. I think there's something else we could be doing as a community. I feel like there's something missing that I'm not thinking of. So I kind of want to have a discussion. What are we missing? Events? Because we all rely so much on NaNoWriMo, but NaNoWriMo isn't very useful to most of us who are like in the middle of the creation process. Speaking of, guess who's coming back? Coming May, an event is coming your way right here on this channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified as soon as new information becomes available. And I am looking forward to seeing some of you there. We hope your time with us will be productive.